Trappist monastery in a quiet, isolated, and rural corner of one of the least populated of the United States is not a typical hangout for a preteen American boy. Yet, there I was. Not only was I at the monastery, but one morning I was also talking to someone the monks had described as a well-known theologian, scholar, and writer. I wish I could remember his name. It was the 1970s. He was there to lead a multi-day retreat for the Abbey's 36 monks. I was there visiting the Abbey with my family. I did not know exactly how to respond when the theologian commented on the magnificent setting for our casual conversation. So I simply repeated the descriptive comment I had read in the monastery brochure to remarkable effect. The conversation stopped suddenly. The theologian paused and looked at me with an odd expression on his bearded face. He seemed surprised and a little impressed. Or maybe he just thought I was a shameless plagiarist, because he asked me, politely, if I knew that the words I had just mindlessly repeated like a parrot were from a famous poem written by a well-known poet. Of course, I had no idea about either the poem or the poet. I just liked the words and the phrase. I had assumed that T.S. Eliot was just some guy like me who had visited Holy Trinity Abbey and been fortunate enough to get his name and clever comment reprinted in the monastery's brochure. Looking back at my conversation now, many decades later, my preteen self deserves more credit for insight, accidental as it was, than I gave him at the time. That young man somehow recognized, perhaps subconsciously, that he actually was standing at the still point of the turning world.